Hi, my name is Joe, and tonight we're going to be reacting to the CYL Bay channel. Oh boy, I got my Haribo Happy Cola gummies. That's how you know I'm not fucking around. Not sponsored. Let's see. I'm gonna move out of the way of Faye for the beginning of this because he's in my chair. Oh boy. All right, I'm moving back to my spot. So, Sylvain never really had a thing. He's had a few alts, but I think only one of them ever had a perf, and I don't think it did anything particularly special. It was like the bunny one where he was a lance, right? So, curious what they'll do with him. Sigurd, we know the spiel by now. Gallop, AoE, and if the duo Sigurd is anything to go off of, he's gonna have like a ginormous follow-up attack damage thing, which is very powerful. Among other stupid things he could bring to the table, like a new branch of momentum. Again, Tsubasa also didn't really have a thing. I mean, these characters only ever had one alt. This is the one that most people are excited for, right? Because it's a Tokyo Mirage session alt. They've been in alt jail, basically. So one of them is breaking out in first place. But Ajura, hello Rena, second place, recently got an alt, well, recently, asterisk, but she had a 2-range dance. So if that's indicative of what they want to do with this unit going forward, and for a brave alt nonetheless, we might unironically see the first 3-range dance Lamau. But I am very curious. Sigurd's just the most boring one though, unfortunately. Oh, baby. I actually like this art. Who does the art for this? Oh, yeah, okay. Nishiki Araku. I like this guy a lot. And he's a lance. Lance of Ruin. I don't remember what this did in the actual game. It's been so long since I even played Three Houses at all. I was gonna like spitball that he had either a support thing, like an actual kind of like what they were doing with Loe in Engage, where if she's like near a support partner, I kind of spitballed that that's kind of what they wanted to do with this character, but I guess they are kind of making him a mixed support. So he's got Lance of Ruin. We're gonna have to see what that does. Repo, Shatter Slash, good, and then his perf is C. We have attack speed, rival break, and then whatever this B skill is, which they are showing to us. So I'll just let them talk, I guess. Union. Whoa. And he's beating up a helpless mage. Anyway, this is screaming like a better favor thing to me, but I'm gonna actually read it. Speed defense Union. So start of player or enemy phase, you get Union, which honestly, once again, I haven't actually read it yet, but this seems like it's like a supportive Coax, like Coax adjacent thing. Where Coax is more offensive, Union is gonna be more support, which is cool. And this is an inheritable as well. So let's actually fucking read it. For unit and allies on the map with Union, you deal X damage, max 12. Okay. I don't remember what Coax was, but I know Coax gave you Brave at least. And defensive tempo and 50% piercing. Pretty good. Speed defense -4, 10 true damage, 10 flat DR for the actual user of the skill. Okay. I mean, on its own, it's solid, but you really get the most out of this when you combine it with Favor and Coax, and I guess the extra layer that friggin' Groa adds on, just in her perf B having basically Favor built in. Yeah. And then also, like, on the mage side of things, you also add on to the friggin' Detect Aerials effects of the world, so you just get so much true damage support nowadays. Bonded? Well, I was talking about Coax. Bonded was the first Coax, and then they never did anything with it until like one banner ago. And now they're just giving it to fucking Sylvain, I guess. It was supposed to be an Alir thing. It's getting out of jail, I guess. He just has the Sharena thing? Hold up. All right, so Philander, Perf C, we get bonded after you use an assist. Let's see what it does. If you initiates combat, grants bonded to allies within 3 after combat. So it's after he uses movement skill and after combat. So the uptime is gonna go crazy. And then after Kanto, if anybody has bonded on the map, you just refresh yourself. Lamau. But you can't eat traps with it. Rip. After ally with the bonded effect active takes their action within 3 spaces of unit. If unit is already active, grants another action to them and re-enables Kanto. Pretty good. It's, you know, a long-winded Sharena thing. And then for unit and allies with bonded active and allies within 3x3. Omni +5, 7 true damage, 7 flat DR, and speed-based whole NFU. Pretty good as well. And then he gets frozen 10, potent 100. I mean, for a supportive have, this is pretty solid. Not really much else to say. We have to see what the weapon actually does, though. That's the question mark. All right, so let's actually read this. Lance of Ruin, Canto distance +1, max 4, slaying at start of turn and after unit acts, and Canto, blah, blah, blah. Attack speed, defense -7, frozen, very, very powerful, and sabotage, which honestly is still a pretty decent status. Big chunk of change of stats. Seeking and Spreading Within 2, mid-turn Frozen, just for free, not bad. And we have Omni plus 15, 25 true damage, 15 flat DR, 15 special DR, and then the style. So, like, high key, this is about as good as a rearmed weapon, but the actual support being Frozen, this is on the premium side. It'll be a good while until we see Frozen on a rearmed as its support, is all I'm trying to say. And then you have the Slaying and Canto Distance plus 4, and then a lot of the power is going to the style, which is 2-space style. I really thought this would be a 3-range style because his brother had a 3-range style when he turns into a beast. And then 10 true damage, weapon triangle advantage against flying, that's what she said, and that's about it. I mean, that's kind of goofy. It's a little goofy. I mean, I feel like for a Brave unit with a unique style, you could have just made it either 3-range with those effects or kept it 2-range and then made him omni-effective against literally everything. But whatever, I guess. Ajarat next. Hello, Rena. Ooh, I like the outfit. Ooh, Reener. It's actually really nice art. And one of my favorite colorways. She a dagger? Okay. Flying dagger? Or no, she's a flying tome. Okay, hold up. I'll let Faye talk. Got a new A slot. Hello? Hold up. I haven't read this. Is this like a preemptive dance you can apply? Oh my god. Okay. I mean, that's kind of cool, but we have plenty extra action, Slop, is all I'm fucking saying. Yike. And you can just eat a trap with this, by the way, which is not bad at all. Oh, I thought they would give her a 3-range style and that would be crazy. They gave her like Lynn Ballista dance on top of having a preemptive dance. Okay. Yeah. Let's go back and read this whole thing. So if you dance somebody, you get re-enabled. If they haven't done anything, you apply Perform, which is a preemptive dance, and then also grants Draconic Hex, which is just like a stat debuff, and unit can move 1 extra space, like the legendary one of old. Good. And then this is the self-dance thing, and then Yours to Climb style is the Ballista thing. Yikers. What is this A skill, though? Like, I don't even know what that symbol is. Okay, weapon. I'll let her talk. Okay. So, like, the theme of this so far is extra action slop to be expected, but also a surprising amount of weapon triangle advantage shenanigans. But she has like 3x3 triangle adapt. So she has Canto Distance plus 1 max 4, Min 2, Slaying, Phantom Res, because she has Detect Aerial or whatever, and whatever that A skill is, maybe that has a res check. But then she has Colorless Weapon Triangle Advantage, because she's colorless, and then she has Drive Triangle Adept. Lamau. Like, it's pretty fucking good. I'm very curious how long it will take for that to be a standard, like, in the rotation of standard combat effects, which is kind of hilarious because then we're kind of circling back to the very beginning of this game where Triangle Adept was unironically a good skill. Lamau. Anyway, what else does it do? 3x3, Omni plus, 15, 5 for them, special jump of 1 before the first attack. Okay, and then 25 true damage, 15 flat D. Moving on. She's fast too. Pretty min-max. Oh no. If he literally has like the next tier up of Gallop and pretty much then he's Duo Sigurd, I'll just laugh my ass off. I don't know what else you really do with this guy, to be honest. The art is cool. I definitely didn't ask about that. Okay, show me. Oh wait, no, he is on a horse. He looked like he was infantry. What? Okay. Even so, let me take a gander here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's still Gallop Man. It's not going up a tier. Rival Break, some B slot that looks kind of like the feud icon, maybe, and Shadow Shift X and a Purse special. We'll see. I'll just read the weapon outright because I feel like it's just going to be boring. Canto Distance plus 1, Slaying at start of both phases, Truly Incited, which for Sigurd specifically is good. Gallop Man, like, yeah, Truly Incited is kind of just whatever, but on these actual high range units, mileage. Defense Liberate, solid. We're getting more and more Liberate support as time goes on. Shackle had its time, and now it's time for Liberate to come and balance it out. Now you get both ends of the spectrum, 50% piercing, and that's within 2. Omni plus 15, 25 true damage, 15 flat DR, 15 special DR if you initiates combat after moving to a different space. Ooh, momentum built into the weapon, and I don't think much else if my eyes don't deceive me, but still, I don't think we've seen momentum in the weapon before. There might have been one other time where it was like defensive based on how many spaces the enemy moved, but I really don't remember. It's still good though. That leads the B slot to be way more interesting, and his perf special is AoE, of course. Okay, so it's 4 cost, Crusader's Heir, 1.5 times the attack. of course. Gallop, of course. 40% unpierceable on all attacks. Okay, new thing. Cadenza. If unit's AoE special triggered before this combat, unit special was ready at the start of combat, or unit has triggered Cadenza, you get the Duo Sigurd follow-up damage thing where it's like an Ignis built in, right? And like I said, this shit is actually insanely powerful, especially since so many forms of DR in this game are first hit only. I still think Duo Sigurd special is one of the most overloaded skills in the game because of that. Like, I have touted it as 2 specials in one, but we have to see what Cadenza is. After combat and after Cadenza combat, if unit special triggered before initial combat enables Cadenza against any foe within a distance equal to the range of unit's AoE special up to twice per turn. I guess I was wrong about this being boring. Does not trigger after Cadenza if Cadenza is used outside of the range of unit's AoE special. This is going to take reading like 5 times, by the way. And after combat, if unit special triggered, grants unit can move 1 extra space and neutralize stall for all allies on the map. Amazing. Especially with the Heimdalls running around. Obviously, we've gotten the like null foresight snare skills recently, but the most annoying part about that character, once you get past that, is the stall built in. One of the most annoying effects in the game. But we have to actually see what this Cadenza shit is. Cadenza. After combat initiated by unit. This is like my 3rd time trying to read this, by the way. After combat initiated by unit, after post-combat skills are triggered, and before post-action skills and Canto are triggered, penalty effects that last throughout unit's action are neutralized. Mid-turn self-cleansing. Okay, I'm listening. Unit can attack foe again.
Whoa, hey.
Whoa, okay, hold up. We're gonna see, obviously, but am I reading this as like shadow shift combat, where after combat you could just do a little something extra in combat on the house? We'll see. Insane if true. Oh my god, it is. So not only is it like shadow shift combat, and he has shadow shift X, by the way, Lamau, but this is bringing about a new button. Like, this goes beyond being a style or a dual button. This is like a full-on mode. You know what I'm saying? This is completely new. This is crazy. This shit's not okay. Hello? Regardless of unit's range, by the way. You could do it again. Like, yeah, over here. Up to twice per turn, by the way. How is this okay? What? Also, what is this B-Slop? But like, what the fuck? And he's decently min-maxed too. 44 speed for a unit like him? Not too shabby. I thought he was gonna be the most boring one, but like, Sylvain's the most boring one so far. Holy fuck. That's crazy. Even being able to do that 1 extra time is crazy because it's brand new. But no, you can do it twice. This shit is like 3 specials in one. Duo Sigurd was 2 specials in one with that follow-up damage. This is like 3. You get the AoE, you get the follow-up attack, and then you get 2 extra combats. Like, bro is actually just cheating. He's cheating. But let's go on to what we're here for. What is this outfit? I mean, that's cute, I guess. I do genuinely hope they go crazy with this alt, though, because Tokyo Mirage Sessions deserve some love. This is exciting. That's a very cool sprite. Holy. Ooh, is that Demonic Force? I see. I'm just gonna let this rock for now. Okay, so TLDR, a bunch of attack and speed. Session 4 skills, by the way. I'm now just connecting the dots, but yeah. So it's based on how many people have already acted. Big chunk of attack and speed, 7 true damage, 7 flat DR, heavy blade, and then if unit has acted at least once on the current turn, Omni +4 to everybody else within 3. It's good. It's definitely good. It's just like not that interested. And then you have Demonic Force, I assume. Oh boy. I'm gonna let it rock. I'm gonna let it rock.
The enemy!
It's finally here. Fucking Hass Warp support. Let's read this whole thing. So I'll soar higher. You get the Hass Warping support. Oh my god, it's like 4 paragraphs of it. So allies within 2 spaces of unit can move to any space within 2. Unit can move to a space within 2 spaces of any 2 allies. And then if unit has already acted, anybody can just come on in within 2. And all of this ignores anti-warp. It's all pass. Fucking crazy. It was only a matter of time. It's not inheritable, thankfully, but it was only a matter of time until we got something like this. What else? Aether Raid's offense, godsend, by the way. For unit and allies within 3x3, Omni +5. Okay. And then +7 true damage, and then 7 true damage, 7 flat DR, full NFU, 10 frozen, potent 100, standard fast character perf stuff. Yeah, insane. Absolutely insane. Oh. And here I thought it was just a Sigurd thing. They just gave it to both first place people, which makes it a little less cool. I'm not gonna front. That's a little less cool. You gotta make them stand out, because the cadenza shit is what made Sigurd stand out. This version, at least. But to be fair, this is support cadenza and not, you know, self-sufficient cadenza. So she gives it to people that have entered combat within 2 of her, which is where everybody's warping to anyway. So I guess that's cool. Up to twice per turn for whole team. Write that down. But the question is, for me at least, if you have this unit and the new Sigurd on the same team, do their cadenza instances overlap? So like Sigurd himself can do it up to 2 times, and then this also says up to twice per turn for the whole team. So is that just cadenza as a whole, or is it skill specific? We'll have to see. And then Omni plus 15, 25 true damage, 15 flat DR, and Miracle once per combat. Heals 7. This is like the bougie Miracle. If it's not in the special, who gives a fuck? But it's still good. But yeah, this is absolutely crazy. You'll never guess whose dumbass just burned through most of his orbs to spark another Ryoma, by the way. Obviously, you save this until the end to get what you didn't manage to get by summoning, or to like merge up something, or for fodder. But I would imagine most people are just gonna do Tsubasa. The goats. One of my most anticipated batch refines, by the way. Whoa, it's Felix's dad or whatever, who almost has facial hair. Okay. Remember how I always said that they only printed Magic Gambit like once ever and then fucked off? This guy is going to be a GHB. He is Magic Gambit man. But he has a perf with a style though, so of course, they give this guy a probably actually good perf with a super turbo rare premium B skill. You have to choose. You want to merge up Felix's dad to use in arena, or do you want to actually have Magic Gambit fodder at the ready? Oh, more news. Oh, thank God. Show me something new, dude. But are you raising the inheritance limit? That's the question you must always ask on a Fae channel. That Tsubasa sprite goes crazy. All right, let's try to wrap it up with some final thoughts, because this is long. The recording is like 40 minutes because it's a lot, and I'm a stuttering Stanley. But I think in order of excitement from bottom to top, unfortunately, it's probably Sylvain in last, because yes, it's extra action slop, and yes, it's like a new Coke's favor adjacent B slot and whatnot, and Bonded is getting like actual support. I don't know. I feel like he'll bite off more than he can chew and then not actually find a real niche. You know, jack of all, master of none type of deal. But we'll have to see. I mean, this one's kind of cheating. This CYL is kind of cheating, because while they did do good to make the first place people feel crazy, they did it by using the same effect, right? Like, let me just talk about Azura real quick. Having a Lin range ballista dance with also a preemptive dance is fucking insane. Let's not get it twisted here. That's an insane effect, both of them. So she's gonna be good no matter what. Extra action slop through the roof, right? But the fact of the matter is, these two in first place over here are just like straight up cheating. Like, these guys are playing a completely different game, right? You have like shadow shift combat is the only way I can describe it. Up to twice. Like, I said it before. It'd be crazy if it was once, but both of these people can supply it twice. Sigurd twice for himself, and then Tsubasa for her allies, which is cool. It's cool that they have different applications, but I just think it's lame that they're using the same effect, you know? I wish they were more distinct, is what I'm trying to get at. As for which one of these two is gonna be better, I think the answer is obviously Tsubasa, and I'm glad it is, because once again, Tokyo Mirage Sessions deserves something. But like, basically the warping queen with pass on everything, and gives the allies cadenza. So like, the playmaking potential for this unit is through the roof. Like, probably the highest skill ceiling character it ever made, is my guess, and that's awesome. It doesn't change the fact that there is, let me see, literally no counterplay to cadenza, and also to pass, obviously. So like, until we start seeing shit like, after combat, unit places down ice adjacent to them to stop this cadenza nonsense or whatever, even though it says regardless of unit's range, Lamau, I don't know. We'll have to see how they balance it later on, but as it stands, there's no fucking counterplay to any of the shit Tsubasa does. So my guess is she's gonna be the best unit in the game without question for a while, and then Sigurd's there too. It's just duo Sigurd with cadenza, right? Like, and whatever that B skill is, whatever that cool B skill is, I'm interested because he has momentum built into his weapon. So the B skill is going to be different. We'll see. But I'm going to wrap it up. This is definitely not the most excited I've been for a CYL. I don't really have attachment to any of these characters. I think Sylvain was cool, and that's about it. Fates was trash. Don't at me, but I literally know the voice actress for Azura in IRL. So there's that. I'm glad that her alt goes crazy. And I'm glad that the Tokyo Mirage Sessions people got something crazy as well. And then Sigurd is there. It's just like, you see what I'm saying though? Like real quick before I wrap it up, it's hard to even talk about Sigurd because the thing that makes both these first place units broken is the same effect, but Tsubasa's application is just probably better. Infinitely. You feel me? Alright, well, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one for summoning on this, obviously. Probably gonna have to go crazy on the orbs, because like I said, my dumbass just went down to like 40 or 50, sparking the Ryoma Hinoka banner, getting another Ryoma for Rise Above fodder. I forgot this was happening. I'll admit it. Shocker. But we might have to wait a couple of days to get the orbs for this, but I don't think I would go to 4 sparks. At the very least, I want Tsubasa. Like guaranteed gonna get that unit, and then second place either Azura or Sigurd. That's about it. So let me know your thoughts on all this. This is gonna be a long one to edit. If you're gonna summon on this, let me know who you're gonna free pick. If you don't, how your week's going. Have a good one. Bye-bye.